Hello everyone. So I'm going to begin again because I tried to start this and everything went wrong. So let's hope now everything's a little bit settled down. These are the decks we're using. We're going to start with these two for the overall and then these three for the sign specific. So we'll go ahead. I only got 2 signs in and the dog was just going crazy and there was so much noise, so I just said, let's start again. All right, so we had 3 fall out. The interesting thing is that when I was doing the overall for the air signs and shuffling the color deck, we had gold and silver fall out together and light fall out. So I am going to incorporate those and also Sisterhood of the Rose, and you're already doing it. So I'm just going to incorporate those messages as part of this overall air sign message. All right. Hi, air signs. Okay. So incorporating the other messages that had fallen out, I do see like there is this overall divine push to get you go towards your destiny, and you are being called to get onto your path, and your path is of your highest vibration, right? These say something good's about to happen. Put your energy into the basics, let go of excess, let go of stress, right? We had gold and silver. So, and we have the Council of Light. You're very much being helpers of the subtle realms are helping you to know how to direct your energy in a more, it fulfills you and other people, right? It fulfills everyone. It's not this cycle of depletion where you just give and give and give and people take and take and take. It's spiritually fulfilling, and it's mentally fulfilling, it's emotionally fulfilling, and it's your highest purpose and vibration to bring your unique and specialized knowledge to this earth. And I'm not even saying that this is part of the twin path. I do believe that twins are masters of vibration and frequency and other things like that, and that we often work in the healing realms that deal with helping people raise their vibration, which can be anything from very traditional to very non-traditional. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a spiritual pursuit if that's not what you feel called to do. Okay, that being said, let's start. Oh, I haven't even dealt these. I do feel like, when you are living in that divine purpose, that your days do feel like a celebration, and you are well paid for them, and you do live in a very high frequency on a daily basis where you're not dealing with, problems and all that sort of thing all the time. Okay, here we go, Gemini. Let's try this again. So interestingly enough, the first reading I did, your person is going through a spiritual test is what came out. Again, I see here your person is not talking very much or at all, and something is ending in their life, or they're going through a transition There's a lot of kind of mysterious energy here. For me, it's a very scorpionic energy. You've got the King of Cups. I think you're looking back about how you have matured and how you feel very at home in your own being now. There is this, you know, you have 68, they have an 8. There is a sort of divine orchestration going on here. They may have been very harsh to you in the past. This may have caused a separation. I do get the sense that you two are each healing on your own and going through a sort of transformation. And you're both learning that, you know, this comes from inside of you, this overcoming limits, reaching a goal, divinely provided for, sacred supply, is something that you find within yourself, not without, right? So the both of you are kind of understanding that you are individuals who generate your own emotional well-being inside of yourself. And it does look to me like you're healing some codependent aspects. You may be in a marriage, and that may have to be dealt with for some, not all. All right, Gemini, I hope that makes sense to you. We're going to go on to Libra. All right, Libra. So the first pass at this I did was, let me just tell you. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, no, Gemini got this card the first time, but I did feel its presence in your, the devil came out the first time in your spread. So interesting. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, and that's the same one you got it last time. Okay, so you can expect a lot of flirtation, a lot of this is so interesting because you got this on your side last time. So there is some mirroring going here. Your person has 33 and you have 50. And let me just see what messages are coming through here because it's a very interesting message. I mean, I would expect some very flirtatious interaction from your person. You're learning, I think, about how to create. I mean, clearly you are about your money right now. You're about your stability. You're about what you have to offer in this world. You are looking back, I think, at times when the Ten of Pentacles perhaps was in your life. And I feel like right now you don't feel like you can get there on your own. A person is really missing being with you so much. They didn't understand who you were. So I feel a big separation here. If that's not the case, then something happened to bring this to their attention because they're missing these good times with you and this connection that they really enjoyed feeling, and they want to get it back. And they understand it's their choice to do that. So I do think you're looking for like, how can I manifest this Ten of Pentacles into my life now? How can I become this person I want to be? I don't really think you're talking about that to people, but you know, there's a lot. This is mostly on their side. I do think you're going to see some movement from them as they finish processing this. They're going through a period of understanding their sovereignty. All right, Aquarius, hi. Okay, so you're both animals with big shells on right now. All right. The messages coming through for me are there is a somewhat of a fear of taking on the spiritual test. You both are in this process of defining your boundaries and what it is that you want to have happen. I think your person is coming forward with some information about their feelings. And I think you're dealing with some anxiety about the past. Maybe processing it and trying to move on from it, but feeling a little bit conflicted about how to do that. I think it's about who to leave behind and who to allow to continue to be with you. You know, the person in this boat is alone except for the person who's guiding them, which, you know, they're both faceless and nameless. So it could represent spirit, but the people that are around you now seem to be at odds with you in terms of what you want in your higher level life. You can see the armadillo has this spiral over their third eye. And the 3 card represents a spiritual partnership, and that's highly indicated in your air sign overview. So, you know, them having the Queen of Wands in the upright is a really good sign. It's a very spiritual card. They may be coming into more knowledge about their psychic gifts if that's something that they haven't recognized yet. That moon in reverse could also indicate that. If you're not hearing from them or talking to them, it might not be. I do think you will hear from them before Pisces season begins. So within the Aquarius time frame. All right, I hope that helps. All right, water signs. Hi. I'm going to draw some of these Work Your Light and the Doreen Virtue unicorn cards to get an overall message of water sign. And then too many. Okay. Priestess and align your life. Yeah, the alignment is really coming through. It came through in air signs, and I do think that it's what's going on now as we lead up to the Mercury retrograde and the full moon. How are you being called to step up and lead? What no longer is in alignment with who you truly are? Happy thoughts, brothers and sisters. So we have to feel happier right now. Think about a memory or something that makes you smile. To get along with others, see the love and the best within them. So to me, this is a card of unity consciousness where you treat others as you want to be treated. And, you know, in this card, you see yourself in a leadership position where, you know, you're divinely guided and you're holding things in a positive vibration, right? And that kind of means stepping into a frequency where you aren't paying attention to problems more than you're paying attention to the blessings. And I don't want to, like, it's not, you know, overly happy, but it is an understanding of what you pay attention to expands, and what you ignore, you know, retracts from your reality. And there also is within that a letting go of this feeling that we control everything, we make everything happen on our own, and if we're not paying attention to all the bad things in the world, that we're somehow being irresponsible or, you know, Pollyanna. So that's my thoughts on what's coming out, and that there is an indication here perhaps that you expand some sort of charity work or endeavor that you feel called to do, if that's something that resonates with you, however you see fit. Giving back, giving to time, money, or something else. All right, here we go. I have too many cards once again. Cancer. Well, your person is stuck in the past right now. There's a lot of passion there for you. There's a lot of feelings. A lot of things are coming up to the surface with them so they can feel empowered, and you're mirroring that boldness. There is this, you have 4 and they have 44, so there's a mirroring going on here. You're kind of sitting in your knowledge about you have been through a lot. They have been through a lot. They've made a decision to move out of inaction and deal with whatever consequences are coming, and that's allowing them to step into their purpose and their power. And you need to match that fearlessness, or you are matching it. You seem to have accepted that you're being divinely guided and are ready to speak about this to people. So tap on that inner strength, tap on that priestess alignment, call in the goddesses that you want to work with, or the gods and ascended masters that can assist you. I do think you're going to have a lot of movement in Pisces season, and this is going to kind of build up until then. You might not get a lot of communication beforehand, but you might. It's not really clear in those cards. All right. Hello, Scorpio. All right. Well, your person is in some pain. You have the 64 and the 65 card. Oh, Jesus. Your person's dealing with something quite big. Something that's affecting them at the core of their being. They're going through an ending of part of who they are. The part of who they are that was not committed. And you also are going through an the ending of indecision of kind of going in and out. And there is really a trusting of this great, mysterious journey. You have an 11 card, they have a 10 card. So you, whatever is being taught to you right now by the divine, there's a ton of yellow here. So I do feel like you're both going through something with your solar plexus chakra. You know, be kind to your person. They're really feeling this stinging. Trust that this path is leading you to where you want to go. Process whatever indecision is in the past, that where you couldn't make up your mind on what to really be stable about. And, you know, align. I get the feeling you're at the end of this process, but align your life even more to reflect what it is that you want. All right, Pisces. Well, we have the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. So isn't that interesting? I think Libra got that. All right, well. Again, I get this throughout the water signs. I see this trust of the divine. So there's been some new breakthrough about what this relationship is to you, what you have 2 7s here, a 3 and a 10. Your person has an 11 and a 6. Okay, so your person's really feeling the love. I don't think they're going to come forward with anything right now, but they are manifesting from a much higher perspective than they were before. In fact, you're both elevated right now. You're both being pretty quiet about it, but I do think you are quietly leaving behind things in the past that were a huge burden to you. People especially, but also probably practices like toxic behaviors, partying, thought patterns could be too. And you're both like really feeling this beautiful love for each other. Wisteria, one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's just such a sweet, beautiful energy. You know, it's really an enchanted energy that has to do with when you're falling in love, and it's being assisted by these flower fairies. So to me, this speaks a lot of springtime. It may be building towards then. But I do think that you'll see some movement before then. Okay. Thank you for being here and liking, sharing, and subscribing. Hi, Earth signs. Oops. How are you today? I'm going to draw some... The water signs were very short. Okay, I'm going to draw some Work Your Light cards and some Doreen Virtue Unicorn cards. We're going to talk about the messages. So far, what's come through is like a very big message from Spirit. You know, connection. Ooh, we have Mirror, and definitely yes. The answer to your question is yes. Answer the call. Yes, what you're doing, what you're asking about is the truth. You have 2 cards of yes and true and a mirror and answer the call. So this is quite magical. So for some of you who are just new to the journey, you may be doubting that this is actually real. Spirit wants you to know whatever you're feeling and thinking, it is real, and you can trust it. For others of you, I do feel like there's some changes going on about. So the mirroring aspect of this relationship, it is a reverse mirror. So your person shows to you, it's basically the opposite polarity of what you hold energetically. And it's a little bit complicated to figure out mentally. It's really not meant to be figured out mentally, I don't think, but maybe this is the aspect that you're dealing with here, is trying to figure out what that means to you, because my attention's being drawn to that. So, you know, when you look in the mirror, it brings up all of the fears that you have in like the core of your being, basically, because whatever it is that you're fearing so much, that's what it's triggers in you. So you can see that it's just an illusion and heal it. All right. Hi, Taurus. All right. Well, we have some movement on your person's part. Something is crumbling. They feel out of control with it. So you feel very, you have 2 5s and they have 2 8s. Very interesting. I do think they're looking at how much work it would be if their life kind of fell apart. I am not sure that this is happening right now. I am getting a little bit of a mental energy from the Magician about reflecting on what it's taken to build their life and what it would take to change it. They do recognize your beauty and individuality and specialness. And they are seeing that there is a mysterious connection to this relationship. They are focusing their passionate energy onto you, and it is definitely making you feel some sort of way. It's bringing up conflicts within you, but also a desire, and it's desire, but also a desire to ground this relationship. And I think they're feeling that also. And it's causing them some instability. So that might be the mirror that's coming up for you. That was in the intro. And dealing with those emotions that come up. Hi, Virgo. Well, I have to say your cards have been amazing lately. And once again, here we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. And this is, you know, again, you being a leader, you moving beyond those things in the past that have bogged you down, chained you, you know, made you an addict or slave, or feeling like you were not free to express yourself. Your person is just going through this transformation and moving forward, and they are able to see at this time how far they've come. In terms of the mirror aspect, I think that their inaction may be bothering you right now, because I do think this King of Pentacles in the reverse is a time when you took a lot of time, and perhaps because you didn't know. Oh wow, we have the 53 and the 54. Because you didn't know. I think that happened with Scorpio too, and you have the Scorpio card. You didn't know what you were worth, and so you didn't move as quickly as you would want to, or you didn't invest, is the word that's coming up, in your initiative, entrepreneurial, vibrant ideas. And now that's not really stopping you anymore. They may be moving forward too hastily for your liking, and that may be also making you feel somewhat devalued. It doesn't really make sense logically, but that's what's in the cards. So I hope that helps you. Do look in, if you haven't watched the intro to Earth, then please watch that, because I think it will help you. All right. Capricorn. So Virgo had your card. Wow, okay, Capricorn, this is interesting. I think Pisces had this card. So there does look like there's some issue around this person's living space. A lot around home and family. I'm just trying to get your message because it's not really coming through. You know, Spirit's really connecting with you on providing. And your person may be going through a period of lack, or dealing with how to manifest from a higher vibration. And that may be bringing up some painful memories for you. You're You know, I get this feeling that in the past you've been very closed off to abundance and receiving and moving forward with somebody that would treat you correctly, properly, evenly, balanced. I think perhaps this may be related to your upbringing, that you weren't open to receiving either materially or emotionally. And this has really left your person feeling out in the cold. If they're not actually dealing with a living situation, They may be dealing with mirroring back to you your internal the way that you internally isolate yourself emotionally, and you know, you're doing for the same for them in a way, but it's reversed. So they may have been overly open. They may have been sneaking around with a bunch of different people and getting too much love and affection in a low vibrational way. And so this may have come to light for them with either like their spouse or another person that they've been in a relationship with. And this is really reading deep into these cards, but I do see that there is kind of emotional poverty that you're both dealing with. And so it might be different for everyone, but it does relate to the daily stability of especially them, but I think also you. And it's asking you to really be open to miracles and to transforming a pattern that you've had that kind of plays out on a daily basis. All right, that's all for earth signs. That was very long, Capricorn. Okay. Hi, fire signs. 36, 46. Going to pick some work your light cards, and it just got really dark, so that's interesting. Maybe you're not feeling like your light's shining, fire signs. And my voice just kind of went wonky. Interesting. I think air signs got that. I had to restart the video, so I'm not sure if it was in the first or second take, but maybe dealing with an air sign. Then you have star mother. So your mother may be playing a part in this. It may be a different sort of connection where, you know, with twins, we connect on all levels. And so often there's like a parental feeling in there also. You know, as twins, we like to try to put relationships in boxes. And that's one of the things that this relationship teaches us, is that we can't be put in a box like it. And that's so interesting because twins connect at all the chakras, which is why it feels so different. And you can see basically the lights going up, like all of the chakras, and then, you know, behind them is this source energy. And you're definitely being really guided from the subtle realms. This card also says, how can you mother yourself? There is a call for patience and daily practice. So repetition, if there's something that you need to shift. This does kind of indicate spiritual practices here, like on a daily basis, that you may be shifting towards, including more spirituality in your daily life, and also healing any mother wounds that you have. And, you know, I would expect that your person would bring that up for you so you could see them. And that may cause you to need to have a more nurturing daily practice. Maybe that each day you meditate or breathe, or you do a walking meditation that connects you to feeling loved and whole, or you go through space cleansing and you get rid, these are the things they're showing me, you get rid of all of the things that don't bring you joy. Okay, that's what we're going with here. That's what they want. The Marie Kondo technique, where you go through each of your things and hold it and see if it brings you joy or not, and then you release things that you've been holding on to that no longer serve your highest vibration. That may be for some of you. All right, let's move on to Aries. Hello, Aries. Please watch the intro to Fire if you haven't, because it will help you. You got 7 cards here, with the Knight of Cups being the joining energy. You're both at this time feeling like there is... Oh, someone else got this. I think it's Virgo. It's for you. And I think they got this too. I don't know. There's a new beginning here for you. Intuitively, you know this. You got 2 Pisces cards, and your person is somewhat trapped in their mind about a decision that they made in the past that let them feel very emotionally isolated, unloved, unreciprocated. It may have been with you. It may have been with someone else. They are overcoming this, I believe. But they are dealing with some overthinking. They are seeing you as this beautiful high priestess, someone that they really want a new beginning with. And I do think you will be showing them that you are open to this possibility. However, they're saying when this offer comes in, which I do believe it will, before Aries season, you need to have your boundaries really firmly in place about what you will accept and what you won't accept, and you need to stick to them. You need to heal that mother wound. There's a mother wound here. I feel it very strongly with Aries. I very rarely get this. It was talked about in the intro, and you need to heal that. You need to work on it very diligently every single day, because that will prohibit you from this moving forward until you finish that. Do you see how dark it just got? Like I'm getting chills on my whole body. If you need help with that, contact me and I can work on that with you. Because some of you really need to know that that is what is prohibiting this relationship from moving forward at this time. All right. Ugh. You don't like that. Okay. Hello, Leo. Oh, God. Well, some things are going down. Okay, so the new green card is my marijuana card, and also it is a card about renewal, spring, and you have a lot of green energy on this side. So what they want you to know is that things are falling apart so they can fall together. Your person is really stuck in the past about failed relationships. In their head, they're going over and over what went wrong. They are focused on what went wrong. They have a 1 card, you have a 3 card, but it also is the Fool card in this deck about taking a leap of faith. I think you feel very out of control right now emotionally about, I do think perhaps, I almost never say this. I'm going to say it this way because I always read for the feminine. I do think perhaps you have been dealing with addictions. I don't see that over here. That doesn't mean it's not happening, but I just do see it very much on your side. That may be that you're mirroring it to each other, or your codependent nature is taking on their emotional codependency. You know, you're having a stake in their healing from an addiction and they're not dealing with it. Don't do that. Deal with your own stuff. Deal with your own life. Get your emotions into a place where they're stable. If your daily habit is smoking, they're asking you to try to deal with the healing that needs to happen so you can be free from addiction. This is not a moral, I'm not morally commenting on anything. This is just coming from spirit. So this is for you to move forward. And again, the mother wound is indicated here. Your mother may be an air sign. Your person may be an air sign. You may be just feeling very sharp with your own words, or that may be a mirrored energy. I just do get the sense that something has to be left behind. That's a toxic habit. It could be as simple as you always defer to others to make your decisions for you, and it's time for you to make your own decisions. But whatever it is, it's a shift that has to happen on a daily level, not like one decision that you're going to make and then move forward from. All right? I hope that helps you and resonates with some of you. Feels like I'm doing Sagittarius a lot last, but here we are. Hello, Sag. Okay. A lot of you are having this female issues come up, and some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius or an air sign. I mean, there's a lot of things here. I'm getting some overlap on the cards. Your person has an 11, which is a 2, and you have a 2. They're seeing things from a higher perspective, and you're speeding up in your energy. There does seem to be an increase in manifesting abundance here. I'm moving a lot of energy because I'm just burping all of a sudden a ton. I do think your person is going to tell you some kind of truth about what they want. You may have to decipher it. I don't think it's going, even though it's King of Swords, there's a Knight of Swords in reverse. I think they are regretting the way that they came to you in the past. I think it caused you to really doubt some things about this relationship. I do think it caused you to move away from them, and they want you to move back to them. So now they're trying to be a little bit more mature. I do think, and this came through for all the all the fire signs, there is a wound here that is not healed. And it's very rare that I talk about it on the feminine side. I mean, you are the leader. I think there is a wound that is unhealed from the mother's side. It may be going through the Aquarius season that this comes up again for you, or you see how it is mirrored in them and they're bringing it up for you, because it does give me this indication that you guys were not able to commit to each other in the past, and it's because of the fear that is still there from the past mother wound. Okay, you guys are like intuitively, telepathically, on a 5D level, you're feeling this from each other. Let that open up in you, okay? If you need help with that, I can work with you. Just contact me on Fiverr. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.